And I think I might need to move over. Okay. Let me tell y'all this. Okay. Nah, I just saw that somebody said Jadakiss exposed that Nas was Will Smith ghostwriter.
Will Smith.
Yeah, that's what I said. What song?
But if so,
Yeah,
that shit
people are
crazy.
summertime. That's
But if any
But I
parts of
don't
that,
know.
that's crazy.
What year did Summertime come out? Was Duty even popular enough? Summertime by Fresh Prince.
Yo, listen,
1991. Nas might have been known by then because
you saying
Back to the
Nas?
Grill Again. Back to the Grill Again. The Grill Again. That came out when? Okay, Back to the Grill. No, I should have did it the same way. Back to the Grill Again.
You saying Nas?
I'm not singing it. That's what somebody said. He said, and guess what year? Guess when that came out? 1991. Guess when Summertime came out? 1991. So is it possible? That's what I'm like, yo, I need that guy.
I don't think
no,
so.
not that. It's probably later on in his career.
You know,
if it happened. If it happened. You saying it's later in his career?
I just don't see how it correlates. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Okay, hold on. Okay, go ahead, continue.
I just don't see how like Nas was like serious. Will Smith was like really fun, like like I don't see how.
Urban Legend will let you know what it is, bro. Let's talk.
Shouts out to Urban Legend.
Decade, bro. There's always been ghostwriters.
Always been ghostwriters.
But there's always been
Hold up.
ghostwriters.
Always been
And
ghostwriters.
Jadakiss exposed that Nas
Jadakiss?
was a ghostwriter for Will Smith and wrote some of Will Smith's biggest hits, and nobody ever knew. Check out this clip from Jadakiss.
Opposite of ghostwriting is like Nas right, get jiggy with. You heard that?
Get jiggy with it?
I think I was. Yeah, I know.
Okay, so get jiggy with it.
Get jiggy with it?
Shouts out to Jadakiss for the expose on that one right there. Shouts out to Will Smith, he's still the man. Shouts out to Nas. Yo, that's crazy. So
Well, that's
ghostwriting been forever though.
Well, I guess
But now they saying the guy Quentin Miller.
Yeah.
You remember the ghostwriter that was behind the Meek Mill Drake thing or whatever? Quentin Miller.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
probably
yeah.
missed that whole thing. There was
Probably
a
did.
ghostwriter,
did.
and they saying that he also helped write on Nas' new material.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what's being said.
Well, they saying 20.
Nobody ever said that ever. Nobody ever said that. Now, Complex magazine named him the best rapper of 2022. Well, who they comparing him to?
But I'm saying 21Z is saying 21 Savage.
Let me see that.
Huh?
Let me see. Where?
I mean,
See, I don't believe it. There's no way.
it's the breaking
No way.
news, man.
Named best rapper alive, not ever. Okay?
If he's alive,
Yeah, but
ever.
definitely not ever, bro. How you gonna say ever? No, man. Come on. Ever expands eras. Alive is now in this era. This right now.
So 21 Savage is the best rapper.
No, he's definitely not. But to TMZ, it's probably because it's popular. They don't know nothing. Come on, these guys, they don't know nothing.
All right.
They can't rap.
He's getting a TMZ honor. Does that mean anything?
Yeah, it means something. Exposure. You know what I'm saying? And come on, they put a fake crown on him, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on. Can I see? Show that clip, man. Come on, man.
You gonna show them?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Come on. This is what TMZ talking about right now. The best rappers. Yeah, come on, man. Come on. Look how silly that look. They don't look silly. Huh?
Man, he said the best rapper of all time.
Who said that?
TMZ.
Yeah, right. Didn't say all the time. It said alive.
Yeah, it said alive.
Yeah, either which way. I mean, shouts out to 21 Savage. You know, like it's Complex best rapper 2022. I mean, come on, you seen he got the Her Loss. Obviously, it's something. It's something. Dude tapped him for the remix on that Peru song. Peru, you know what I'm talking about? That, you know what I'm talking about, man. I forgot that Afrobeat joint. They tapped him for that. Drake did a whole album with him.
Future mad
Why? He
about the collabo.
About what collabo? The Drake collabo?
Yeah.
How you know? You saw a video? Let me see that. Now that's because you know you gotta look at the source. I talk about see who the source is. Hip Hop DX. That's incredible. Let me see that, please. Future upset about Drake and 21 Savage Her Loss album says Nori. What? Because he was doing the all dealer. What are you talking about? In 2023.
I mean, from this whole time he came around, he just been pushing
all of them 21 Savage.
Percocets, Molly.
21 Savage too.
I guess why? I guess
21
that's why
Savage
he's
is a
mad.
murderer.
I guess
He
why
pushed
he's
murder.
mad, though.
He pushed murder. Listen, he pushed murder and drugs. Future had his run. He's still popping. He gotta definitely know how to, reinvent himself. You know what I'm talking about? And definitely don't get into like dissing the new generation, the next. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
don't do that. 21 Savage is he the hot guy from Atlanta. He got a great personality too. I mean, you see him was on Math Office show. That's crazy. Math Office said he took his flight. You saw that, right?
No.
We watched China Mac versus Math Office on China Mac. 21 Savage flew in on a private jet. So China Mac was saying, yo, you came up off of the Fat Joe interview. Why you trying to shit on what's the tall guy name? Five Mics. He's like, why you trying to shit on Five Mics? You know what I'm talking about? And then I went from that to he said if it wasn't for Five Mics brought Fat Joe on your show. And that's what blew you up. That's your biggest artist up to that point. He's like, bro, come on, man. I've been had Method, man. He said, not only that, 21 Savage called me. He flew in on his private jet the next day. Yeah, private jet. Next day for an interview. What you see though? What I see this, what you see?
Something.
Photography.
Yeah.
Jay-Z situation.
Right.
Over the Reasonable Doubt photos.
Right,
stuff.
and others.
Yeah, others. What? Who else would be? Other messages coming in?
Other pictures.
Okay.
Other pictures. So they came to a settlement about that.
Yeah, I mean, because that's that NFT right there.
Right.
Jay-Z definitely, like, you ain't gonna keep it.
Can't
You
get
ain't
none
gonna
of
be.
that. Not mine.
What? Nope.
That mine.
Nope. But, yeah, man, shouts out to them. Okay, so some new information coming in. Hey, services. Okay, so that's services. Yeah, so outside of that, man. So, dude brought something up earlier when he was talking about, bending people being able to bend the spoon with their mind.
Yeah. That was interesting. But I remember that coming up as a child. I remember that.
Yeah, that's
Even they brought it back in Matrix. Like, they had a whole little area with all the little kids.
And then they brought it back again. And what's that one that I was telling you about? That was on Netflix, man.
Incredibles.
I forgot, but either which way. Y'all know the joint on Netflix where they opened up the dimensions and you had the girl that had the telepathic powers. They had all of them inside of the room. But there was remember I told you, they got this whole video of this guy that was hired by the CIA to astral project his mind on the other side of the moon when I told you so. And stuff like that. So back in the 70s, that's what they was on. So right now, they've cultivated those guys, right? Those guys, they already have that, right? They got those people right now.
Right.
At that time, they was looking for them. The whole thing, or whatever they're doing, it's under wraps right now. I'm wondering if because of adulted in the human when they discovered that the potential is there amongst us, did they start? Because now you don't hear nothing about it no more.
Right.
Because before it was like a whole thing where government agencies were had these whole groups of people with these telepathic powers and whatever, utilizing their mind to move stuff, speak, this and that, right? So they had these whole experiments cultivating it, right, amongst those people. Why you don't hear that no more? So it got me thinking that they got their team of people that they already were trained and got part of the squad or whatever, and then they might have said, you know what, maybe there's certain food, you follow what I'm talking about? Certain that we need to put out through, the FDA, where, you know what I'm saying? Maybe inside the preservatives and stuff that begin to dull that down in humans.
Right.
You don't hear talk about no
I think the whole drug culture is a part of that. Like, it goes back to that dude, Larry Davis. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
How he was able to this utilize his mind while under pressure. So it's like definitely during that time, I remember between those karate flicks and certain TV shows, we used to really want to mimic that to the point where when colors and that whole gang culture came, we did what? We mimicked it, you know what I'm saying, to the T. And that became what was agreed to do, so they allowed that to stay. You know what I mean? But I think the whole drug culture it's a part of that like angel dust. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of that whole thing where it just it dumbs us down. It just brings us all the way down where we ain't gonna be at the point to be able to tap in to our higher senses, our higher potential. You know what I mean? So that's what happens because, like, even when you look at these young kids, a lot of young kids that's going into college at 15, 14, and you can just go down, you go back, you go backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like 14, the psychic ability within our culture, period, is something that's there. But we dumbed down through that whole drug culture. Man.
Yeah. When have you seen it on major television,
Right.
other than like the actual, like in the news?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you have not heard them talk about this thing in bro, since for our whole 30, 40 years, bro.
Right.
You haven't heard them talk about that anymore.
Right.
But look, 1973, what's the name of the 60 Minutes did a whole episode on psychic science.
I remember.
You follow what I'm talking about? So I gotta watch this. I'm gonna watch it, and then I'm gonna definitely, not now, but I'm gonna watch it later, and then comment on it on our next show. And the CIA's very real experiments into psychic powers. You see what I'm saying? All that stuff is old. So now that they access, look, the government's experiments with psychic powers. So they saw the moon on there, right? They showed the moon landed. You see that?
Right.
Because, like I said, they. But yeah. So my point is, where is it? All of a sudden, it don't exist no more. You follow what I'm talking about?
Right.
It ain't talked about. So I'm thinking that's kind of crazy, man. And then the show, what's that Netflix show? Netflix. The Button, Ransom, 18. We was kind of reflecting on that run. And it got nothing to do with nothing except the fact that we was watching that earlier before we went on. Okay, I can't even see this. I can't even find the show, man. Damn, what's that Netflix? Okay, Netflix show about psychics and dimensions. Okay.
Hey, yo, Mace got honored.
I saw that.
Harlem Day.
Yeah, man, he got a day. No, he got a day.
Okay, Harlem.
Yeah.
Mace's Harlem Day.
Yeah. On Harlem, it's called Harlem Day.
Mace honored with
Okay.
own day in Harlem.
Bang, that's
Harlem
what-
Day.
That's different.
Mace's Harlem Day.
Mace's Harlem Day. That's different.
Harlem Day.
Yeah.
It's
Harlem
Mace's
Day
Harlem
would-
Day.
No, man. It's different. Harlem Day would be a celebration of Harlem.
Right. But this is Mace's Harlem Day.
That's right.
But that's what I said.
Yeah, but you said Harlem Day.
No, it's Mace's Harlem Day.
Not that verse. That verse you just said Harlem.
Press rewind.
Press
rewind.
You just said Harlem Day.
Mace's
That's what I
Harlem Day.
thought. All right, well, either which way, it is Mace's Harlem Day.
He has a
But
Harlem
It's
Day.
not just Harlem Day.
He has a Harlem Day.
Yeah, I got you. I'm still trying to find this show. Okay, Netflix show about paranormal. What's the damn name of that show, man?
Hey, yo, they said LeBron James is gonna A&R.
Stranger Things.
Kind of strange that,
Bastards.
but it's kind of strange that LeBron James is gonna A&R
What?
Ab-Soul's new album
Why?
because he can.
But LeBron James got taste. He done showed
He's
the
in a-
world.
he's
He
in
ain't
a-
right around.
So you're saying it's
He
just
got a good ear.
Hold
That's
on,
the whole
so-
point.
so-
That's what an A&R used to be.
So-
Somebody with a good ear.
So you're saying
Right.
LeBron James could judge a battle?
LeBron, of course. Judge a battle, no, because the way we would
Why?
judge a
Why
battle
he
is
can't
different.
judge a battle?
Anybody can judge a battle the way they do battles in 2023. The way we would do it would be different. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to go into that because that's what's the word for that?
Proprietary.
Yeah, exactly. But outside of that, LeBron James
Hey, yo, like,
is qualified.
subscribe. Tell a friend.
LeBron James is qualified to A&R based on he's already shown and proven he got good taste in hip hop.
Okay, because he's a billionaire.
No, I ain't say that. I said because he showed his thing. You don't keep up with what's going on. Every time somebody,
I think he's an
LeBron be putting people on. He be putting people on to albums that's hot. He be like stuff that you might not have got. What? He could be the call A&R, right? A&R gonna make a call for you.
Right.
That's what the A&R would do back in the day.
Okay.
They try to get features for you. You know what I'm talking about?
So
They try to get the right.
they're gonna answer LeBron James' phone call.
You know they're gonna answer LeBron, and
Okay.
then before you know it, Ab-Soul is hot too, bro.
Okay.
Ab-Soul is hot. Did you see his last freestyle?
I would love to see Ab-Soul
Shouts out
battle.
to Ab-Soul, man. He did battle.
I mean, I would love
Battle
to see.
daylight. You ain't know that?
Nah, I
He
didn't know
battled Daylight.
I didn't know he
Look at
battled.
this
I didn't know
guy. Look at that.
Absol. I didn't know.
See what's going on?
I didn't know Absol.
See what's going on?
But see, I
Absol
wanted. But
versus
see,
Daylight.
but I said I wanted him to
Right.
battle though.
Right.
I wanted.
Yeah, I mean,
I wanted Absol.
He's one of the first. He's one of the first. What you call it? Celebrities in this age to battle before Los, before King Los. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Right. You see?
I think I remember that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what platform they battled on, but they definitely battled. You go straight to YouTube and do that. Daylight.
But I would like. I would love to see
Absol.
Absol battle on our platform.
Yeah, I would too, over Beats because he's fire. Matter of fact, he was on, that's why I was asking, he on Sway in the Morning.
Pack or something.
Now he part of Kendrick Lamar joint. Nah,
What's
that's
the
the
name of
Wolfpack is the other, you talking about Wolfgang.
Wolfgang?
Tyler.
Tyler,
Creator,
okay.
guys.
Okay.
Nah,
What's
that's
the name of
a
the
whole story.
Kendrick Lamar spot?
TDE. Yeah, exactly. But Kendrick Lamar no longer part of TDE. Yeah, he separated. He separated his ways. You know, it wasn't nothing.
Nothing
He ain't
crazy.
say nothing negative. I mean, you know, probably, you know, obviously he's like, I could get more money if I just do it. I don't know. Like, you know, I'm sure he got to a place where like, you know, what I need you for. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Gucci Man, man. If y'all ain't never seen the interview we did with Gucci on this channel,
That's how I got.
please go Gucci Man MC War. That joint hilarious.
Hey yo,
But,
so
yeah.
let me ask you a question. Who you think made more impact? Jay-Z or Eminem?
I know I saw that 50 Cent. What did 50 Cent say? I think Jay-Z all day. How not? Come on, you can't say Eminem. Eminem came
50
after.
Cent is caca.
Huh?
50 Cent was caca.
Who?
50 Cent.
You said, what's caca? That
Yeah.
Jay-Z was born? Come on, man. Come on, man. All you can say is
He's biased.
But
50 Cent is biased.
50 Cent is biased.
Okay.
Two, I do want to say that the 8 Mile movie, you know what I'm saying? Eminem's presence in hip hop obviously got more, you know, European people. He definitely opened it up to people,
Okay.
you know, wanting to go ahead and listen to hip hop. Like,
Okay.
you know, actively like we listen to it. Do you agree or disagree?
I think Eminem brought a sensationalism just like Vanilla Ice. And I said it to say that sensationalism was impactful.
Okay, but I think it's more impactful than Vanilla Ice's.
Yeah, no.
Vanilla
but-
Ice
but-
ran for you know, one album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Eminem ran from his introduction because it was like, oh, he could really rap. Because before, even though, I mean, MC Search and them, they was good, right? But it wasn't crazy. Like, it wasn't like Nas. Think about when MC Search and them, because Back to the Grill Again, going back to that song. Nas impressed everybody on that song. That's when he made his real impact. Like, oh, that's when he said, I went to help stuff for Jesus, or no? Is that the one he said that wrong? But he said,
Maybe.
I forgot which one he said that on, but either way, Back to the Grill Again with Nas on it. Y'all know that was crazy. And then was that Live at the Barbecue? No,
Live at the
Live at the Barbecue was I went to help for stuff for
Jesus, right.
Okay, cool. So we need to do another Live at the Barbecue. Because you know what we did at Black Lion? We did it.
Yeah.
Another Live at the Barbecue.
Here?
A battle. Nah, here, but in the States.
Okay.
Yeah, do it summertime. You know,
like
to the
Let's do it.
activation to like a ancillary event to our next one.
Wow.
Live at the Barbecue, bring everybody out. You know what I mean? Maybe oh, that shit that is a press conference. Live at the Barbecue.
We over here. We just invited y'all in the kitchen just now. Y'all in the kitchen right now.
It's all good.
Y'all smell that?
Yeah, man. Sasson, as your man,
Yeah,
as your
that's
Big T
right.
talk about. But yeah. So what was we saying just now? We saying back to the impact that Nas made when he dropped on that song was it resonated, right? There hadn't been a Caucasian to resonate in hip hop like that. You had Necro. Shouts out to Necro. I don't know. You ever heard of Necro?
I know the name.
Yeah, Necro. Necro was hot. Necro
I'm not familiar though.
was around the same time as dude. Who's the dude that's on with Killer Mike? Killer Mike and what's your man name?
The white guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He was around for a while too. I think what's his name? Eminem came out first, maybe. Run the Jewels is the name of the group. Run the Jewels is the name of the group, and I'm drawing. He joined forces with dude. You feel me?
Oh, Killer Mike?
Yeah, 59 million views. He wasn't doing nothing like that. On his own, you know that. You know what I mean?
But that's like the type of impact I think 50's talking about.
Right. That's what I was gonna go into with the advent, like him running for so long,
Right.
you know, and coming in and being a dope rapper. You
Right.
feel me? You know, like that's the difference between Vanilla Ice impact and yeah, but I would say that let me tell you something. Right downtown near the World Trade Center, right? And this was man, this was like what, 98? Yo, Hard Knock Life.
Right.
When Hard Knock Life dropped, definitely I seen, like I said, I was on right there, that basketball court, I don't know if it's still there, in the corner of Chambers and where the Henry Hudson starts, right?
Right.
I'm on that. We there's like this little joint where we sit down or whatever in between classes. A Benz, like 600. You know that year. You know they were big boxy then, right?
Right.
I think that year, the late '90s, right? Drive by, white guy, and my Stuyvesant was right there. Stuyvesant is one of the private schools, one of the best private schools in New York City. So
Right.
he was probably picking up his son or taking him to school.
Right.
And white man and his son. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock. Like, oh,
So let me ask you a
that's the
question.
first time that I had seen that ever. Like that was the first time I ever seen that. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. So, would that one song be just as impactful as any song Eminem ever put out?
I think so. I think as impact. I can't say that because
Any song.
impact. Nah, I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, definitely because he ain't got some. There's a bunch of songs that Eminem got that ain't as impactful as that.
Knock.
I can't say that that's
about-
more impactful than his most impactful song.
But how about
You know
this?
what I'm talking about?
How about this?
Do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
get it.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, because you know, 50 might be wrong because if you got that Hard Knock Life, right, and then you got what else? That Indian song.
Oh yeah.
So you got Hard Knock that's just dealing with the.
Nah. Listen, no, it's a W. Jay-Z definitely. I think I entered into the conversation saying that, right? Jay-Z definitely had more impact than Eminem.
Okay.
He definitely. But go ahead, continue because that's a good example.
Because like by going into that genre right there, you talking
Right.
to about you just took a hip hop joint to India that has 1 billion people.
Right.
And I'm sure that joint when it was at its prime, yeah.
LP was part of Company Flow. Shouts out to Company Flow. They was an underground group back in the early 90s. I remember them. I had their wax. You know what I'm talking about? They never had big songs, but that's LP, the white boy that rapped with
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike would Run the Jewels. But I just want
He
to
was
talk
a part
about
of he was a part of Company Flow.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about dope rappers from that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And LP was one. And then my thing was I just was trying to figure out when he came out. And LP was one. And then, like I said, Necro was another. I'm sure there were others. But yeah, but and then what I was saying was that it was different for people, the mass public to hear.
Right.
Because Company Flow never made it that big. You know what I'm saying? Necro never made it that big. And even MC Search feels embarrassed about, you know, what's the boy's name? MC Search with the
Right.
Back to the Good Guy. What's their names?
MC Search.
And his crew, man. Come on, man.
Third base.
Third base. Okay. Even he tell you third base. You know, it sounds like he's embarrassed of what, you know, what they did. Now, even though MC Search was a battle rapper, he was an
Right.
MC
Everywhere.
Nice.
Math Hoffman's.
Yeah. That's what he was talking about.
That was dope.
I think he was talking. Was that the interview where he talked about
Nah.
dude shot at him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude shot at him because he killed him in the rap battle in
Yeah.
Spanish Harlem or whatever.
Came through and shot up.
You know what I'm saying? Shot at him. I think it was outside. And then he ran whatever. But either way, my point is, you know, white rapper that could rap. You know what I'm saying? That could really rap. And Eminem was the first of his kind. But back then, you know, for people to say he's the greatest rapper, or you know, I don't think he's the greatest rapper.
Eminem?
Definitely not. Yes, Eminem, definitely not the greatest rapper. And then, you know, again, he came in.
So who would you like to see Eminem battle?
Let me go here first. Yeah, I'm gonna answer that question. He came in at a time when lyricism was going out.
Came into a time when lyricism
was going out.
Well, yeah.
Like 99, like 98, like 90.
No, I can't.
It was
around that. I know I
trending
can.
out. So he came in but they wasn't. They stopped letting in really dope rappers at that time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was it, yeah, whatever. But the difference. Okay, so yeah, so while lyricism was trending out, cause think about it. '02 is your boys in them, Dipset.
Okay.
Dipset and them coming in now.
They just did a concert with Drake at Harlem.
Yeah, no. You know, he did a series over there, right? You know, he did a series of shows over there. Yeah, I meant for us to talk about that. And I mean, I ain't even, if I'm correct, it was more than one show that he did at the Apollo.
I wasn't
Yeah,
aware. I just
yeah.
I saw a clip about.
And I think he's telling like
Dipset.
his life story through it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he got the bed, like he got the scenes and stuff like that set up.
Well, he's an actor.
Yeah.
So if you was just kind of segue into that, that'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, that's dope. Into
That'd be crazy.
Broadway. Oh, speaking of Broadway, guess what's on Broadway? New Jack City. Guess who's playing it?
New Jack City.
Yeah, Big Daddy Kane. It's a play.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's a play, a New Jack City play. New Jack City Broadway. Is it a play or is it a show? It's a Broadway cast. Look, Broadway International, and then it starts in February, and then y'all know, shouts out to 50 years of hip hop, right?
50,
half a century, right? Or the bicentennial? Is that a bicentennial?
No,
it's
200 years.
Okay, so what would
50
happen?
years. I'll say half a century.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Half a century is a half a century.
Yeah, half century is a half century. So where's it gonna be at? I think it's on Broadway.
50 decades.
Yes, Broadway at the National, New Jack City, and it's running February 16th through the 18th. So I guess it's only running for a couple. For a couple of days. Tretch.
Oh, that's crazy.
Big Daddy Kane.
Oh, they got your man from the New Jack City. He's still there.
Which one?
G.
That one?
Nah.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
That's G from the original thing.
Dope. You know what I'm
They
saying?
should have called Wesley Snipes.
Maybe he was busy. Maybe they did. I'm sure. I'm thinking they probably did. You know what I'm saying?
He probably wanted too much.
So either which way, so we got into that because we was talking about, what were we talking about? We was talking about old school hip hop. How did we get there?
We're talking about 50 years of hip hop.
No, we didn't. We wasn't talking about 50.
Well, I mean, you
50
brought it
years
up.
hip hop when this came up.
If you said it, you brought it up.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying we wasn't talking about, that wasn't the subject.
The subject matter was about Killer Mike and
Eminem. Trending out.
And actually, who would you like to
Right.
see Eminem battle? And then as you
Lyricism was trending out
Right.
when he came in.
Okay.
So what was my point? My point was that they stopped letting in black lyricists. Like cats that was like lyrically dope
That could compete.
and that had content.
Right.
Not necessarily what compete with Eminem.
during that time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They stopped letting them guys in.
Because the crew that he was from, there was a guy that had this.
Pace One.
Okay.
And no, that's not Pace One.
Digger's boyfriend.
Yeah, that was Young Z.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely rumored that he took his style. Yeah. I'm gonna say this. It's probably true to a degree. Why? Because anytime you rap with a crew, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna learn from the crew you rap with.
Right.
You know, you're gonna some of that's gonna rub off on you. You know what I mean? So you can't get away from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now how much? Because remember, Young Z was in the battle too. You know that, right? He battled that in the Blaze battle.
Okay.
Yeah, HBO's Blaze battle. That was hosted by KRS-One.
Right.
That was done in I think in Newark or somewhere. I think it was done in Jersey. But either way, Young Z battled, and Young Z and them was part of the Outsiders. The Outsiders, Pace One. Shouts out to Pace One. Pace One was fire back then. And this is when battle rap, the doorway was opening up for battle rap.
Right.
Because there was no longer a space for lyricists because the labels wasn't signing lyricists no more.
Right.
They wasn't that's what that was. They was signing more so cats that had some sort of honors, but it really wasn't based off of lyricism because show me a straight lyricist that got signed in that era. I mean, you had Joe Button, even Joe Button coming, you know what I'm saying? Bean was before that.
Okay.
Beans was before that.
Okay.
Because remember, Beans is like what, 7? Because they or redo 96, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 96, Beans was like 97, 98. After Beans and come on, it wasn't. And even Beans, he was definitely lyrical. Don't get me wrong, but it was still more of we got a real street nigga. Like now we're in the era of signing real street niggas and stuff. That's what it became more of that.
Right.
It became more like, well, you know, you gotta be the best rapper and you gotta be the best the illest street nigga too.
Right.
To get it. He's a white. The gimmick was he's a white lyricist.
Right.
We've never seen a white lyrical person.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? So now because and that's what brought battle rap into its prominent, not into its prominence, but opened the door for battle rap was because the labels closed the door to these people.
Right.
Deals, and they didn't know what to do with them.
Right.
Poster boy, they didn't know what to do with poster boy.
Right.
Gender MC. MC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The list goes on. What's the other dude before Smack? What was the dude that I be talking to him too, man? On they probably go try and book him after this. What's the guy name? What's the Shells. Shouts out to Shells. What to do with these guys, and then it became Serious Jones.
Right.
Disturbing the Peace. They signed him with Disturbing the Peace. So now, cats didn't know what to do with him. So now, it became like, yo, we're not signing lyricists no more. You know what I'm saying? But the gimmick, one, you had a gimmick, and two, you had a person that was ready to cultivate the career and package of Eminem, which is who? Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm correct, didn't he see Eminem at the Rap Olympics? That's if I'm correct.
Did he battle somebody at the Rap Olympics?
Yeah, like it was. See, back then it was tournaments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was very rare back during that time, the 90s, right? All the way up into the early 2000s. It was rare for there to be one-off battles like there is now.
Right.
You follow what I'm talking about? Back then it was tournaments.
Right.
You follow what I'm talking about? So they used to do theirs, the Rap Olympics, and then there was another one, Scribble Jam. Remember DJ Scribble? DJ Scribble was on MTV at one point, right? He was the big DJ on MTV before Clue, I guess, right? And then because Clue became MTV's like
Right. That's definitely after.
home team.
Definitely after.
But either
Rap
which way,
City and everything.
yeah. So Scribble Jam was another one that Eminem. That's when Eminem battled dude that beat him from Chicago. I forgot his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna remember his name right now. But either which way. And if y'all remember any of the names, Sauce Money is definitely not Sauce Money. Sauce Money is the lyricist from Rock Nation, or not Rock Nation, but Rockefeller, and he was on the songs with Jay-Z, doing Jay-Z's. The reason that you know what I'm saying, Eminem got the deal like that because they was able to give me the lyricist no more.
Right.
Like I mean, the best lyricist you could talk about doing that is probably he wasn't all that. He was lyrical, but
And they said Jay-Z tried to shut him down.
Cool. Joe Budden, yeah, that was the whole thing. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so that's that.
So
impact wise.
So based on that, Jay-Z tried to shut down Budden.
Right.
So the Jaguar right is saying that Jay-Z was responsible for getting not LL, but Big L killed. The fact that he was about to get signed to Rockefeller.
I don't believe that.
The fact that he got signed to Rockefeller, they had the radio battle, and then because Big L was a better rapper, he got him snuffed out. That's what she said.
Who said that?
Jaguar, right?
Who is she?
She's some blogger that's talking heavy.
Nah, man. Like, you know, they're going to throw remember Jay-Z was like, you know, they're going to throw the devil at him, you know what I'm saying? Because he got to such a level. And I used to be a Jay-Z hater, you know what I'm saying? Because Jay-Z had so much money, and all he talked about was money. So if you ain't got no money, you know what I mean? You're like, ah, damn, you know. And but then as I got older, I was like, yo, this guy's really dominating and teaching. And he's, you know, and you could look at his example and see how you could reach the heights that he reached, and then also, you know, the aspect of his affirmations, being putting all of that stuff in rhyme, and you know what I mean, he's saying it, and then everybody's saying it before you know it's manifesting.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he was already rich even before he came into music, from what I heard anyway. He was, you know, he was successful in his entrepreneurship prior to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Jay-Z's impact definitely way greater than Eminem, because why?
But who do you want to see him
let me tell you why. Let me tell you another reason why.
Eminem.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Jay-Z though. I'm gonna tell you another reason why. Because Eminem is known for who? 50 Cent. Right. Jay-Z is known for Kanye West.
Right.
Kanye West definitely bigger than 50 Cent. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a super duper fact.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Right, and then that's just him. Who else came out of rock?
So
you got
James
Rihanna.
Dash is not responsible for Jay-Z?
Of course, James Ash is responsible for Kanye West and Jay-Z's career.
Right,
He's
right.
partially responsible.
Partially responsible.
Yeah, but
Well, you
remember,
said
but listen,
Kanye's.
I worked at Rockefeller
Right.
when it was on. He said no, that it's Eminem. We saying no, it's Jay-Z, and it's definitely Jay-Z because first of all, Biggie joint collaborations, and then the artists he brought out. He brought out Kanye West. He brought out Beanie Siegel.
Okay.
Everybody know, even though Beanie Siegel never got as big as a 50 Cent, we know Kanye West got bigger than 50 Cent. They even did the verse. Remember on the cover of what magazine was that? Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stone.
Yeah, remember they did the face off on Rolling Stone,
Right.
You know, to see who's gonna sell the most records, and Kanye West sold the most records.
Right.
So you have Jay-Z's artist Kanye West basically defeating Eminem's artist 50 Cent. You follow what I'm talking about? Then you had Beanie Siegel, who's when it comes to the hip hop culture, that dude is super impactful. Like you know what I'm talking about? He beat one of the greatest rappers that we got. Who? Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? With that whole freestyle.
Beanie Siegel's?
Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. Everybody, even Jadakiss will tell you, like, yo,
Robbing your moms and making her
come
watch.
on, man, he killed that. Like that class, that's like forever. That was the '90s. Bridge is over. You know what I'm saying? It took a minute for them to come back from that, bro.
Right.
It took a minute, bro. It took a minute for them to come back from that. It took a minute for Lucky because he's so nice.
You think Jay-Z will battle Eminem?
I think Jay-Z would beat Eminem if they battled because I think, you know what, that'll be a good battle. That'll be a good battle. That'll be a good battle. That'll be good. I gotta say it again. That'll be a good battle. That'll be a good because that freestyle was listened to earlier. What was that? Remember we was listening to him? He was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Jay-Z talking about making people pay or whatever.
Right.
When how YouTube was robbing people and stuff.
Right,
It was
right.
one of them freestyles he did before he started growing the dreads.
Right.
Because I asked him until I said, when did he do that? He says, for the dreads. But yeah, that joint would be crazy. But yeah, Jay-Z is definitely, and that answers your second question, right? Who would battle Eminem?
Right.
And then Busta Rhymes would be a good one against Eminem too. I think Busta Rhymes like a face to face. You know what I'm saying? Bar for bar.
Right.
What you think?
I think Busta Rhymes, his energy alone is crazy. So
Yeah.
that battle will be so interesting.
Yeah,
I don't think Eminem want that type of smoke. You know what I mean?
Nah, he do. He definitely want it. He definitely want it, bro. If the money is there, he'll do it. Now, why he ain't do the World Cup? We know why he ain't do the World Cup. Y'all know why he ain't do the World Cup, right? Y'all know he was offered $8 million. We talked about this, but I don't know if y'all know why. You know why? Because America told him, you better not go over there and rap for the people in the Arab world. That's what happened.
Fast.
That's what happened. They shut that down.
And they might have sent them.
And you know what? And you know, hold on, I'm gonna tell you how it happened. See, because Qatar shut down who? Who they shut down? Who they shut down? Do y'all know? During the World Cup, they shut somebody down. Who? You know who? Budweiser. They done took Budweiser money. FIFA took Budweiser money to be a big sponsor for the World Cup. And then Qatar said, nah, y'all can't serve. We're not serving liquor. We don't serve liquor. That's just like Dubai. You know, Dubai, you can only buy alcohol in certain hotels. They gotta have specific licenses for it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You can't even have pork over there. Like you gotta be in specific locations that have specific licenses.
You get arrested for eating pork.
Or drinking. Like they don't play like that.
You get arrested for having a ham sandwich.
Come on, bro. Like it's serious over there. So Qatar is come on. Was they a part of the UAE? I don't know. They had a close relationship, but then at one point they also had some issues at some point, right? But yeah, they come on, man. So Budweiser called the government and come on, yo, these people don't play no game. They got money. When you talk about brands like Budweiser, look at Firestone. Firestone, with Liberia, right? Firestone is like, they done raped the whole country, the Republic of Liberia. Y'all can look it up. They done went over there and put rubber over there, took all the rubber out the country. They, a million acres of farmland, they paying like $1 an acre, right?
60 cents.
60 cents. Come on, man, that's what they do. And they running it through the U.S. government. So, yeah, man, so shouts out to all of them. But guess what? Jay-Z's impact greater than Eminem's. and I think Jay-Z would win a battle, and I think we out from here, right?
Well, YSL, you know the dude that passed
Percocet.
to
Okay. What was the song?
Young, right?
What? Mask or
Right. But
Percocet.
another YSL member, Moms, got arrested.
Was trying to sneak some drugs in.
Yeah.
Come on, man. They really acting stupid right now because now it's gonna make it seem like y'all are organized because everybody doing crime. That's the whole point.
That's my
Rico, the whole point of Rico was saying that every member in this thing is a criminal. You follow what I'm talking about? Under the leadership of this one guy.
Mom Dukes,
Come on,
yo.
man.
They got Mom Dukes, man. My man was
man.
hurting. Mom,
And just
I'm hurting. Bring me something,
yeah,
Mom.
listen, but just so y'all know, even though they say that they started RICO cases to go against the mobsters, but yo, they've been using RICO cases to take out black people for a minute.
Yeah.
Hence, Nicky Barnes. That was the first black person to be hit with the RICO charge. You follow what I'm talking about? It kind of forces people. It forces them to get in that
Dr.
position.
York.
They gotta snitch. Dr. Malachi York.
And he's the
RICO.
only one up in there. They ain't 5, 10, 50. It's
Right.
him, but they hit him with Rico.
Right, exactly. And who else? What's your man name? Mecca Audio, the guy from all of those people. Like, was Mecca Audio? No, Mecca Audio might not have been hit with Rico, but he was sent to where Dr. York is, which is Florence 80X prison. OG Mac, definitely Rico. That's the United Blood Nation. Larry Hoover, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain. But yeah, man. So but yo, man, I think we done.
Like, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, share, comment, debate.
Tell a friend.
Yeah, if you
Tell a friend.
disagree,
Tell a
we
friend.
can agree to disagree.
Tell a friend.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Tell a friend.
Peace.